I'm Simone Haysom. I'm a research officer at the Humanitarian Policy Group, and I work on the Sanctuary in the City Urban Displacement and Vulnerability Research Project. We looked at a number of very different cities, and within them very different displaced groups. And there was a lot of variation between the different case studies. In general, we found though that displaced people often shared their vulnerabilities with the people they settled amongst, often in informal settlements which often had very dire conditions. The main challenge that humanitarian agencies face in responding to urban displacement is not so much that refugees are in cities, but that refugees are dispersed, they're self-settled, they're not confined in one area where people are easy to target and easy to reach. Often they're seeking anonymity in urban areas, and they're also much more reliant on being able to access public services and to integrate into local economies and local societies. We see this issue right now with the Syria displacement crisis in a number of countries in the region, taking Lebanon for an example, where Syrians now comprise a very large proportion of the total population, and where no new camps have been created to house them. They're dispersed not only in Lebanon cities but also in small towns and also in rural areas. And this is leading to this placing great strain on public services, on local resources. Locals complain that it's depressing wages. On a programmatic level, humanitarian actors do not have a wide range of models or examples of community-based programming that could address the needs both of Syrian refugees, Syrian migrants, and local Lebanese who are also suffering the effects of the Syrian conflict. At a political level, there isn't at present a long-term strategy for how this burden can be borne by Lebanon in the long term. We've already started our next steps. We've pulled findings from the 7 different case studies into a final report that draws out some of the themes that cut across these different cities and the implications for humanitarian actors and other actors in the international system. We're also putting together a policy brief that looks at how responses to protracted displacement need to be reframed, paying more attention to political and programmatic elements. We'd like to see more collaboration, not only within the sector, but between actors that are outside the sector, and more collaboration with host governments, both at national level and also very importantly at local level, collaboration with development actors. We'd like to see more innovative and proactive approaches, drawing on perhaps a different set of skills and capacities, including more of a focus on the legal dimensions of refugees being in urban areas and issues to do with urban growth and development. And we'd also like to see more long-term planning and strategizing about how to share the burden of protracted displacement in cities which are often already coping with numerous challenges.